Do you think you truly understand the real worth of a Hollywood star? Think again. Some legends once pocketed over $1 million for a single role, while others made less than $1 for the performance that defined their career. Shocking, right? In this video, you'll get to test your Hollywood paycheck intuition. For each forgotten legend, you'll have just 5 seconds to guess how much they were paid for one of their most iconic roles. Pick wisely, because the truth behind these numbers will blow your mind. Drop a comment below to tell us how many you got right, and which actor's salary shocked you the most. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another priceless secret from the golden age of Hollywood. Elizabeth Taylor, Cleopatra, 1963. How much do you think Elizabeth Taylor earned for playing Cleopatra in 1963? A. $500,000, B. $1 million, C. $7 million. Elizabeth Taylor pocketed over $1 million up front for her legendary role in Cleopatra, the first Hollywood star to break that barrier at the time. But it didn't stop there. Smart contract clauses gave her a share of the film's profits, bringing her total payday to around $7 million, equivalent to over $60 million today. Despite Cleopatra's massive budget overruns and box office drama, Taylor's record deals cemented her as the undisputed Queen of Hollywood. Yet, while her jewels and scandals remain famous, many younger generations barely remember how she once ruled the silver screen. Marlon Brando, Superman, 1978. How much did Marlon Brando make for just a few minutes on screen in Superman 1978? A. $500,000, B. $1.5 million, C. $3.7 million. Marlon Brando bagged an incredible $3.7 million plus back-end points for his brief appearance as Jor-El in Superman. That worked out to about $19,000 per second of screen time. Back then, Brando was already notorious for demanding sky-high salaries and rewriting contract terms at the last minute. Superman went on to gross over $300 million worldwide, and Brando's take-home cut showed just how far a Hollywood legend could push the studios. Though his later years were mired in scandal, his paycheck for Superman remains one of the most mind-blowing deals in film history. Brando passed away in 2004. Charlton Heston, Ben-Hur. How much do you think Charlton Heston earned for his epic role in Ben-Hur, 1959? A. $250,000, B. $500,000, C. $1 million. Charlton Heston was paid around $250,000 to play Judah Ben-Hur, a staggering sum at the time for a single role. Ben-Hur went on to win 11 Oscars and become one of the highest-grossing films of its era, raking in over $74 million, worth hundreds of millions today. Heston's intense chariot race scenes and larger-than-life presence cemented his status as a biblical epic legend. Yet while Ben-Hur lives on in Hollywood history, many forget just how much he commanded for that performance. Heston's career later turned political and controversial, and he passed away in 2008, but his paycheck for Ben-Hur remains a milestone of old Hollywood deals.
Faye Dunaway, Network, 1976. How much do you think Faye Dunaway made for her Oscar-winning role in Network 1976? A. $200,000, B. $350,000, C. $1 million. Faye Dunaway secured around $350,000 for her scorching performance as Diana Christensen in Network, a huge payday for an actress at that time. Her portrayal of an ambitious, ruthless TV exec won her the Best Actress Oscar and cemented her as the Queen of the 70s. Network itself was a critical and box office hit, raking in over $23 million, impressive for a talking media satire. Yet despite her immense talent and a string of iconic roles, Dunaway's name rarely pops up in modern conversations about Hollywood royalty. Time forgets, but her paycheck proves how powerful she once was.
Peter O'Toole, Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. How much do you think Peter O'Toole earned for starring in Lawrence of Arabia, 1962? A. $25,000. B. $50,000. C. $100,000. Peter O'Toole was paid just around $50,000 for playing T.E. Lawrence, a role that became one of cinema's greatest performances. The epic masterpiece went on to win 7 Oscars and gross millions worldwide, yet O'Toole was an unknown at the time and had little bargaining power. Despite filming for nearly 2 years under brutal desert conditions, his paycheck remained modest, while the studio reaped massive profits. Lawrence of Arabia turned him into a legend overnight, but O'Toole often joked about how little he made compared to the film's success. He passed away in 2013, but his iconic desert role lives on forever.
Shirley MacLaine, Terms of Endearment, 1983. How much did Shirley MacLaine earn for her role in Terms of Endearment, 1983? A. $500,000. B. $1 million. C. $2 million. Shirley MacLaine pocketed around $1 million for playing Aurora Greenway, a payday that shattered norms for actresses at the time. Terms of Endearment was a huge hit, grossing over $100 million and sweeping the Oscars, with Shirley taking home Best Actress. However, her big paycheck came with controversy. She famously sued the studio for unpaid profit shares, a landmark case for actors fighting for fair compensation. Today, MacLaine is a living legend, but younger audiences rarely realize just how iconic and influential she was in reshaping Hollywood paydays for women. She's still alive and active at 91.
Warren Beatty, Dick Tracy, 1990. How much did Warren Beatty earn for starring in, directing, and producing Dick Tracy, 1990? A. $3 million. B. $5 million. C. $9 million. Warren Beatty reportedly earned around $9 million for his triple role as star, director, and producer of Dick Tracy. The film was a visual spectacle, grossing over $160 million worldwide. Beatty was one of the few Hollywood power players who could command such a deal. Plus, he retained certain character rights, adding millions to his fortune. While Dick Tracy has a cult following now, it didn't become the franchise Beatty hoped for, and he gradually stepped away from the limelight. Today, his legendary status remains, but many forget how massive his paychecks once were. He's still alive and turns 88 this year.
Sophia Loren, The Fall of the Roman Empire, 1964. How much did Sophia Loren make for starring in The Fall of the Roman Empire, 1964? A. $250,000. B. $500,000. C. $1 million. Sophia Loren earned a stunning $1 million for playing Lucilla in The Fall of the Roman Empire, at a time when few actors, let alone European actresses, ever crossed that line. The film was a lavish historical epic that flopped at the box office, but Loren's paycheck caused shockwaves in Hollywood and Europe alike. She was the highest-paid actress in the world then, symbolizing the global draw of European cinema. Today, Loren is still celebrated among classic film buffs, but her name has faded from the mainstream. She's still alive and turns 91 this year.
Raquel Welch, Myra Breckenridge, 1970. How much did Raquel Welch earn for Myra Breckenridge, 1970? A. $200,000. B. $500,000. C. $1 million. Raquel Welch was paid around $500,000 for her role in the notorious flop Myra Breckenridge, where she played the scandalous title character. That sum made her one of Hollywood's highest-paid sex symbols of the era. The film, an X-rated satirical mess, bombed hard and damaged many careers, but Welch's daring choice and huge payday proved how far studios would go to cash in on her bombshell image. Over time, her fame faded, and she stepped out of the spotlight. Raquel Welch passed away in 2023, but she remains an icon of a bygone Hollywood glamour.
Errol Flynn, The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938. How much did Errol Flynn make for starring in The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938? A. $75,000. B. $150,000. C. $250,000. Errol Flynn earned about $150,000 for playing Robin Hood, an astronomical sum for the 1930s. The swashbuckling hit made him a household name. But behind the scenes, Flynn's life was riddled with scandals, lawsuits, and reckless spending. Robin Hood became a timeless classic, but Flynn's personal demons caught up with him, leading to an early downfall. He died in 1959 at just 50 years old, nearly penniless despite once being among Hollywood's top earners. His paycheck for Robin Hood reminds us that fame and fortune are fleeting, but legends never truly die.
Money can't buy talent, but sometimes it does create legends. From iconic roles that earn just a few $100s to jaw-dropping multi-million-dollar deals, Hollywood has always hidden unbelievable stories behind every paycheck. So, how many did you guess correctly? Drop your score in the comments and tell us which shocking salary surprised you the most. And if you want to find out who once got paid the highest fee in movie history, you won't want to miss our next video. Hit subscribe and join us behind the velvet curtain for more timeless secrets from the golden age of Hollywood.